Good day, everybody. Wendy and Dave here. So this is just one of those kind of short personal moments, if you will. We've got all of these beautiful crepe myrtles down here, and we live in central Alabama. If you're new, hi. Thanks for hanging out with us. So today, pretty sure it's going to be today. Today we're intending to have all of our crepe myrtles cut down, trimmed down all the way down to below all of the knots so that they can start fresh and start anew. And for every now moment, we can watch them all grow back together. Watch them sprout. So they're just way, way, way overgrown. It's been long overdue. They need health and light and air, and they need love. And so we're going to start anew this year. So here we are in 2025. This is basically our front yard from the front porch. This is where we spend our mornings. It faces east, so the sun rises here. And it's still morning. And they should be arriving pretty soon. So I thought I would just take this opportunity. I absolutely love these trees. Now I wish I would have done a few more videos with them as I had intended, but that's okay because I'm going to do a lot more together afterward and watch them all sprout and grow. And as long as we're here to share that with all of you. Everything begins again. And again, I was thinking about the fires and just everything, everywhere at each end of our country here and all over the world. Everything begins anew. Just like us, believe it or not, billions and billions and billions and billions of times per moment, moment by moment. So it's, what's the date today? January 17th? Yes.
17th.
Yes, 17th. And just like me, starting a new decade here on YouTube. A brand new decade. In a new light. Yeah, how about that? We'll call this In a New Light.
We don't really like the idea of having to cut down these beautiful trees,
No.
but that's
What they need.
what they need, and they've only really been blossoming up at the very tops. And now we'll have the opportunity to properly take care of them.
Yes.
Because they were pretty big.
They were
from the start.
So big when we moved in, and for a variety of reasons, this is the kind of the first opportunity. Well, no, it is really the first opportunity that we've had to be able to attend to them, or shall I say tend to them. And we really...
If it was only one or two, we could do it ourselves. But
it's just it's a big job. And when you walk down there, these things are enormous. The trunks themselves are as tall as me. Just the very base of the trees are as tall as me. So we've been looking and researching, and it's time. It's more than time. And, and of course I'm reminded about the lessons that we learn, and the ways that we learn them. And sometimes, it doesn't always feel good or look pleasant. Yet, it's kind of like ascension and belief systems and experiences we didn't prefer. We have to grow. We have to go through that to grow. And these beautiful trees, and I'm a tree communicator. I'm a communicator, and an earth communicator, an animal communicator. So it's like I hear them, and it seems again sad to us, and yet I hear them. They need us. They need our help. So maybe there's someone out there that needs your help. That I hate using the word tough love. I do. And there I used it. But overall, I think at the end of the day, no matter who or what or where you are, we all just want the best for each of us to thrive and grow and bloom freely, beautifully, breathing freely.
So I'm glad we're taking this opportunity to look at them huge one last time and appreciate the shadows that they bring every morning.
Yep. Yes.
It's going to be a big transformational change, even though it seems silly.
It's a different perspective, just like the Council of Nine's been talking about perceive. First we perceive. And at the end we grow. We learn and we grow and we transcend, and then we forget. Yep, I'm glad you mentioned that too, because that's one of the things I've always loved about these trees. All trees. Is their shadows. Isn't that funny? One of the things we love the most about trees is their shadows.
And shade.
And shade. Interesting metaphor for all of us. See, this is the whole point of spending more time in nature. At every opportunity, even if you have 1 minute, use it. It's your reflection. It's your creation. What do you want it to look like? So one of the things that we absolutely adore about being here in this place is that how much it changes. Every single day, it reminds us, and I see the subtlest changes, but every single day, there's something different to look at here. Because we're creating it. And we're pretty dynamic. So thanks for being dynamic with us. And watching our trees get a haircut. And I'm reminded that the trees are the antenna of this planet. And all the beautiful trees, the redwoods, the sequoias, are the ambassadors of the tree kingdom. This is something Bashar shared with us many years ago that I remember now. I was just recalling as time is, everything is now. Everything is now. And that how the roots connect and spread. If we could see them as an X-ray under the ground, we would be astounded. And you see the shadows. Well, of course, these shadows, the roots go far beyond those shadows. And yes, I understand. There's a lot of trees that have very shallow roots, and I totally get that. But they're still communicating with the entire tree network and everything connected to that. And the ambassadors, these are the, as we are, the best antenna, the best conduits for energy, for information, always exchanging information, always. Above and below, as above as below. The communicators. How do you perceive trees? And I thank them for the wood they provide and the housing and all of the building materials and the fires, and we need fire to begin again, to cook food, to warm ourselves. Whether we see it or not, everything's in perfect balance. Whether we understand it or not, everything's in perfect timing.
And the forests need fire to rejuvenate themselves.
Yeah, where I grew up, north of Chicago, and I say that, but it was very rural where we were, up in the northern corner, right along Lake Michigan, and all along Lake Michigan was forest preserve. And the rangers would always do controlled fires, controlled burns, because they had to, in order to allow the native species to regrow, to burn out the plants that were overtaking the natural habitat. And that included all the animals. So it was necessary, or it just couldn't survive. It couldn't thrive.
And some seeds require the heat of the fire to come out of their shell and pollinate.
So everything we see, we are. Everything we see, we are. We're the conduits, we're the communicators. We are the best channels. Organic matter, us, antennae, to higher information. When we say higher dimensions than us. Higher densities, interdimensional, multidimensional, infinite parallel. Soon we'll understand a lot more of all that we are. And as this year, again, we're invited to perceive everything as new, every now. Stop telling the stories you don't prefer. Stop focusing on what we don't prefer. Say what you want. End the sentence with what you prefer. That's your invitation. That's your call to the universe to create that with you. The call to your guides, because they love us so much. They're along for whatever ride we choose. That's why they're guides. They're to pick us up out of the hole. The first of the 9 powers that you have is to perceive. So thanks for perceiving this moment, this beautiful, beautiful moment with us.
And everyone watching this video is going to perceive it in their own unique way.
And thank you for that. Thank you for your beautiful and unique perspective, perception, for that will change your reality. It will change how you choose, how you act. Alianama sepeshe ala komoro pea la talia ala ke kalamoro. Mashima asaive samikia. Natuleta kankiara vasmasho. Minaro mike kaliala. La sentiteada saposhe niyamala. Mankantero kosotu kashema. Sevishimayava kaya shakana shamana kaliato.
Na e te ka ne uta e ona te ka ne ti na niwa te niwa te niwa na niwa ha te ia
Earth and fire.